So, the long overdue wait of the review of Manchester by the Sea.
Yes, finally we got to see this film, and we were stoked for this film. This film's about a guy called Lee Chandler, and his response and what he does when asked to take care of his nephew after his father dies. So it's an emotional film, kind of
it's just a drama sort of film. It's not like no thriller, just a classic sort of.
It was very focused on the story, and it kind of tackles some emotional issues, and it's a pretty good film.
So first we're going to kick it off with the ratings of the films. This time we're going to start with
Rotten Tomatoes. So Rotten Tomatoes, I was so stunned when I saw this score. Critic score of 96%, which I think is one of the biggest I've seen. At the moment, the Lego Batman has 98%, but nonetheless, this is 96% for Manchester by the Sea, and this film has been out for weeks. So this is a very, very highly thought of movie in regards to the critics on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score is very, very similar to a high score, 86% or 85%, somewhere around that region. So highly rated film.
And then for IMDb, it has a user rating score of 8.2, which is very good. It's making it into the top 250 films of all time for user rating, and it also has a 96 critic rating, which is very good for this sort of film.
So next we'll go on to Who on Earth. So who stars in this film and what are they like?
So the main character of this film, Lee, is played by Casey Affleck, Ben Affleck's brother. He did very well in his film. He got an Oscar nomination for it, and I think he thoroughly deserves it.
Definitely. His brother Joe is played by Kyle Chandler, who is, in my opinion, he's one of my favourite actors. He starred in Friday Night Lights, which is a TV show which started in 2007, 2008. My favourite TV show ever. Hey, I'm not allowed to have an opinion. So I love this guy. He was fantastic in this film as well. So he's the guy that died. So for what he was in the film, and we'll actually touch on that a little bit more. He's in the film more than you'd expect him to be, and we'll touch on that later.
He also has Lucas Hedges, which is his big debut film.
Yeah.
He's been in a few films, but he hasn't had a really big part. So this is his first big part.
His name is Patrick, right?
Patrick, yep. This is his debut big film, and he's got an Oscar nomination at the age of 19, I believe he is.
He was fantastic. He was very, very, very good. And I'll tell you what, it was fantastic performances all across the board. We won't go through everybody, but there wasn't a weak actor in this film. I thought that everybody put in a fantastic
Everyone got into their character, everyone was really drawn into it. You really, like, when you think of Casey Affleck in real life, you think obviously Casey Affleck, but in this film you didn't think of him, you thought it was Lee Chandler, which is definitely a very positive thing.
So next up is Where on Earth. So whereabouts was this movie filmed? Where does it take place?
So this film was mostly set in Massachusetts.
Mainly set in Massachusetts.
Obviously in America. Boston, Essex.
That's right. So
Manchester.
So the story is so Lee is based in Boston, and his brother and his son
they grew
is
up in
about an hour and a half to like kind of the suburbs bit, so a bit further
Manchester, Essex part.
But yeah, all filmed in Massachusetts, which is where the story's set. So that's nice.
Next we're going to talk about was Choose Your Chum, who you should go see the film with. I'll start this one. I think this one is good to see with anyone really. There's not someone you can't. Obviously, it's got an age rating of 15.
Yeah.
So obviously you can't go with your younger brother, younger sister, younger sibling. But yeah, it's just an overall good film. Doesn't have a specific sort of position. Maybe your families. It's quite a family film. Friends. It's a lot.
I wouldn't recommend it for a family film, to be honest with you. It's quite. Okay, so the language in this film is pretty bad. There's a lot of strong language in this film. So not suitable for young kids, hence 15. So family, not so much. Friends, fine. Parents, fine. Relationships, fine. That sort of thing. But younger kids, obviously it's a 15 for a reason, and I wouldn't take them to go see this film. Anything else you want to say on that?
No, that sounds good.
Okay, so Tommy, let's hear your final thoughts. What do you think about this film?
For me, this has been long overdue. Excited to see this, and I wasn't disappointed. It's got a really gripping story. You get into the characters. Casey Affleck was outstanding. I'm not surprised if he's definitely got a chance of winning is Oscar.
These Oscars are going to be interesting,
They're
right?
going to be
Because
very
we've done 3 movie reviews where we've thought these guys deserve an Oscar.
Casey Affleck, Ryan Gosling, and Andrew Garfield. Very obviously we haven't seen anyone else, but yeah, they were good.
Those 3 at least, yeah.
So yeah, I was very impressed. The cinematography is really cool. They didn't use much music, which I felt was very good because you really get drawn into the scene. So overall, I really enjoyed it. It's a weirdly good film. Obviously, it has no like action and things like that into it. It's just like a nice.
There's a few punch ups and that's all. That's it. That's the extent of the action.
Yeah. So overall, I enjoyed it. And your thoughts?
So I do kind of shadow what Tommy's saying. Some interesting concepts, some interesting themes. I loved the fact that a lot of this film is very still. There's not a lot of movement with the camera, so it's almost like everything was shot on like a tripod almost. I'm sure it was more professional than that, but that seemed to be the sort of style that they're going for. I'm not sure what they're trying to get across from it, but it looked really nice. It was a beautifully shot film, in my opinion. Very nice simple, very simple, and that's what made it look amazing. You got like directors like Alejandro Nacho, or however you say his name, who are very, very technical and very moving, amazing.
This film was actually meant to be directed by Matt Damon.
Oh, interesting.
He was the one who wrote it, and it's his idea, but he then pitched it to, can't remember what his name is.
Yeah.
The director.
Yeah, the director of the film. I also loved the actor's performance. We touched on that a bit. I thought that everybody was fantastic in this film. I really believed them in their role. The story is great. It is a very, very strong story. There are some bits. What I wanted to talk about was the flashbacks. This is something they did really nicely in this film. They used flashbacks a lot, and it worked so well. It made me. They used character development through. They got character development through the use of flashbacks.
Yeah, so what their past is like with the characters and what they're.
And some of it hit me pretty heavy. I was like, okay, that explains this, that explains that. So really great story. My only critique is it's pretty slow. It's a very slow-paced film.
Slow, but this sort of genre it is. So you can argue against it.
Yeah.
So now we'll go into the Chum Meter, our score of the film. We'll start with you. What's your score of this film?
Okay, I'm gonna give this film a 3.8.
3.8.
Great film. It wasn't worthy of a 4. I didn't quite get excited. I had really great things about this film, and to be honest with you, it did kind of let me down only because of the expectation that was there. I still enjoyed the film, but I think the main thing is, honestly, it's a very slow, mellow film, and it wasn't excitable to watch. However, for what it was worth watching.
So for me, I really enjoyed this film. I liked the story, the action was great, I liked where it was set, the scenery was quite nice. Yeah, it's slow, but then like a drama sort of film, it's very similar to Good Will Hunting, which is again quite slow, but it's a really gripping story. So for me, I'm going to give it a 4. Just 4 on its own.
4.0.
4.0.
Nice. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. We've been the Movie Chums.
Don't forget to subscribe, and we shall see you on the next one.